It's Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Welcome
to
the
Mom
and
Pop
Video.
Shop.
We didn't plan that. There was no choreography or practice involved.
This is just what happens when you know, it's Friday night.
And we've done it, and you've been in the back room stalking a lot.
Huffing aerosols.
Yeah. Do whippets.
We got enough money to permanent markers and whippets.
We may know a guy. So yeah, we are here talking. Oh, a movie that I left over here. Let me go grab it. Okay. You know he doesn't know yet, so
I don't know.
Helps to have the box. Unfortunately, I do not have this on VHS.
We've guessed every one though so far.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. This is 1997.
Okay.
It's a sequel.
It's 1997. It's a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Horror. We might have covered the original about 45 minutes ago.
We're doing Scream 2 already?
We're doing Scream 2! Yeah, we're doing Scream. Mainly because I watch. Yeah, the other thing is, some of us try to watch the movies before we do these.
Oh, not me. I just
I know
wake
you.
up.
Well, problem is, there's other ones I could just pick and do it purely off of memory. But then I'm always like, I really want to watch this with the kids.
Some of us like to be fair to our guests that come in when we establish that it's Friday night, bowling's greasy, your girl and your dominoes, your culinary 94 Pro.
There's no time.
Be put on the spot to just grab something and say,
That's true.
Hey, watch this.
There's no homework involved. There's no homework. So anyway, I'm doing the collection with Screams 1 through 3 and also the Still Screaming doc.
Something tells me you're going to time this perfectly so that these may come out right when the latest installment.
Well, the 4, I think 7 is supposed to come out in February of this year. Now that as this drops, it'll be January. Okay. So parts 3 and 4 might get reviewed in the near future as well. To cover us all the way up to that moment. That was my theory. Because we've never really done that. Like tried to time it with like a sequel.
And here's what's funny. I love them more now. Like when did we start this channel? 2.5 years ago?
April of 2020.
I love this franchise more now than I did when we started.
Because you know it's funny. Well, and it's interesting because
it's one that truly has grown on me.
I don't know how you feel about Scream 5 and 6, but if memory serves, I remember we saw them. And the running joke with us was, that was when I think we also realized we might have this. But it's so funny, like, maybe we were not that different on it. Because I remember Scream 5, I was like super jacked. And you're like,
Yeah.
And then, but over time, I've reverted more to where you were at the beginning.
I got you.
It's like, you know what it is? I'm one of those people who I just get like super like high on my own supply of like what I'm in. Oh my God. Because like something about it hits me just right in the moment. I'm in a good mood.
Yeah. You're an idiot.
I'm an idiot, total. And then and then I start thinking, I'm like, probably.
I wear him down, folks.
I'm like, maybe they're right. That really wasn't good.
No, not bad, but I mean, dude, this is part of the OG. Yes.
And I'm not going to lie. So. Scream 1, always the classic, 10 out of 10, 5 taper, always.
But
I love Scream 2.
Dude, it is one of the best sequels.
I love it. I forget every time we watch it. I'm like, I forgot how much. I showed this. My kids hadn't seen it.
There are many that say it's a superior film, which I don't think you can say because
without the reason why I'll just immediately remove that from the equation. Without one, no, it doesn't work at all.
Well, and I think we had this same conversation when we discussed Psycho and Psycho 2.
Yeah, because without the context of that first movie, at the very least, you wouldn't have the sequel.
So let's just say that not all sequels are created equal when it comes to quality and honoring.
Well, which is hilarious because there's actually a whole scene in this movie about sequel stuff.
There is.
Yeah. But Carnage Candy.
This is 100%.
I love Randy in this movie so much. Dude, Jamie Kennedy in this movie is a freaking boss. Like he's so great. And so, spoilers coming ahoy. If you've never seen Scream, I didn't do this technically in Scream 1 review. I put it in text so you saw it. Scream 2, if you've never seen it, please, we're about to spoil. Pause, go watch it, come back. That being said, you have been warned. So Scream 2. So on the theater, I think by the time this came out, I feel like I was either no longer working there. There's like a weird window there in like 97 where I left the theater for a few months, ended up working at a KB toy store for a few months, couldn't take it, and came back to the theater.
I get it.
I can't remember if I was at the theater when it was out or if like I came back like right before or right after. I can't remember. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So on the theater for sure, several times. I remember
this was only a year after Scream, right?
Yes, it was like a year after it. And I remember that was also in that era when I was like obsessively reading like Ain't It Cool News and stuff like that. And I remember Ain't It Cool News would have like spies, and there was this whole big deal. They originally had a script that supposedly leaked, and they were pissed.
Yeah.
And so they had to change stuff And then they ended up doing that. This is the movie where, and I'm looking back on it, I kind of think, did they actually have the tech to do this outside of like the military? They claimed that they had copies of the script that you couldn't photocopy, that you couldn't, like there's some kind of special paper. That seems a little, really, I don't know. You know what I mean? That sounds like CIA level crap. Like, I don't think you were doing that. Whatever. That's what they claimed.
Now the mom and pop video shop's going to get raided by the feds. They're going to find our supply
of markers.
And it's going to be your fault.
Of fruit-flavored markers.
And we're going to go to freaking prison. And I'm going to end up in jail. And my bunkmate is going to be like Clint Howard from Tango and Cash. So
I thought you were going to say it was going to be what's his name from Raising Arizona and Flitch Lives. Yeah. Oh, bend over. Oh, hi, Ben. My name's... No, so Scream 2, loved it. And I just, because it also what's so brilliant about, because it's like so many people, it's kind of how Lord of the Rings, like as a trilogy, works so well because they kept everything visually aesthetic. Everything so perfectly matches.
Yeah.
It's like this movie, everything is so like, it feels right. Like everything.
It literally is, it's Ghoulies Go to College.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Woodsboro.
Yes.
But not,
and it also has one of my favorite things in the world, which is horror set at a movie theater. Love those kind of movies.
Great opening.
Dude, Omar Epps and Will Smith's wife.
So good.
It's so good, dude. And it's great because knowing like everything you know now about her, it's like the characters are like the dynamic is like doubly funny in a way. Mm-hmm. And Omar Epps is so good. And like my kids, they're like, oh, they liked him because they liked how he was kind of like just chill about everything. Well, and they're like, oh, Dad, don't tell us he died. I was like, just wait for it. But, well, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, no other film. I mean, horror films now have started to do it, but like the Bond films were the only ones I could think of that did the 15-minute cold opens, right? And now let's face it, it's kind of become a horror trope.
Yes.
Nobody did it better than Scream 2.
Because the first Scream, that in my opinion, is literally maybe the greatest opening of any movie ever. Mm-hmm. Like I can't. It's like it's a film.
Think about it. You know, when they sat down to plan this, they're like, okay, how do we get at least close to?
And the smartest thing about it is because they knew at that point, okay, it's very the whole meta thing and aware and blah blah blah. But I loved like the dynamic of having you have your two black characters talking about black folks in horror movies, and but it never again, kids at home doesn't feel like that whole like we're going to teach the audience a lesson. No, it's a conversation people would have, and because it's also great because the way Omar Epps is just like. Whatever, you know, and I love because she wants to go see the Sandra Bullock movie. Goes, oh yes, because she's a great representation. The truth is, she just didn't want to see a horror movie, but just the way they play it out, and they really. I always forget, like Omar Epps is one of those dudes who I know he was in a lot of stuff back then, and I actually I've seen a commercial recently that he was in. But he was really like I feel like why did that dude like getting more stuff? Like he was just really I like him. He's got this charisma and this likability to the point where my kids were actually super pissed when he got killed. But then the whole movie starts playing out and they loved Randy a lot. Randy and Dewey. In fact, when they thought Dewey had died in the first film, they were upset. And I don't want to say because you don't want to say anything, right? But then we Randy. Oh, so good. Marco Beltrami, dude. Which, by the way, he's doing the music in the new movie too.
You've told me that already.
Have I?
Yes.
I'm so excited that I have to repeat myself. That or I have some kind of issue
going. And you huff and spray paint. And
stuff. Well, the fruit markers.
Why do we have spray paint at a video store?
I don't. Because it
makes no sense.
It does totally make sense. Or whippets. That's what you do with the whipped cream, right? Isn't that what they would do? That was good. And so I knew a guy in 9th grade. I was in Spanish class. Side note, who was like describing that, and me being me, I'm like I'm trying to process, like, huh? He's like, oh man, yeah, because I got this job at a grocery store. It's the best, man. You just grab one, run in the back. And I'm like 14, 15 years old. I'm like, why do you like whipped cream that much?
Welcome to Mom and Pop Video Shop.
But anyway,
we'll ring you up here in just a minute.
In a minute, we swear to God, I know the pizza and all that. But basically, when Randy dies in this movie, my kids were up effing set.
Well, and they had to just been waiting, like, okay, how's he going to come back? How's he going to?
Yes. Well, and then I always forget like how convincingly they then make it seem like Dewey gets.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, what? Like they're like, come on. Now the good news was obviously. The Dewey thing becomes like an ongoing joke, that I love that you hear somebody go, oh, it's all the scar tissue. It is back to somehow preserved. Okay. And honestly, I told him like the reason why it's good, even though it sucks, because I love Randy, the reason why it's good is it gives stakes. And this is the problem. My kids have had these long.
Yeah.
You'll be shocked to learn that their father rants and raves about some crap that movies do sucky, like the latest Jurassic World movie, where literally nobody dies that matters. Nobody. Nothing. It's like, where's the stakes, man? Like, where's the I don't know. It's very annoying to me. So in a horror movie, you got to have stakes, and they had good stakes. They're delicious, actually, medium rare. But I will argue that in 5 with that character that dies, it's just because of the way it happens. It feels very like, what? It feels unnecessarily stupid.
Timothy Olyphant.
Timothy Olyphant. Oh, Mickey. He's great.
Isn't he good?
Oh, he's so good. And that was actually, I think that's the first thing I ever saw him in. I'm pretty sure Scream 2 is the first time I was aware of him as an actor.
I couldn't have picked him in the lineup.
No.
Later on.
Oh, no. It just, and like you got Buffy, Sarah Michelle Gellar, right at the, kind of the beginning of that whole.
But you want a fun fact movie trivia too? Because here at the Mom and Pop Video Shop, we're all about winning you a drink at a bar.
Yep.
The sorority house from.
I think I know you're going with this, but continue.
Is the same house interior from Hocus Pocus.
That is not where I was going. I thought you were going to say it was like the house on like Sorority Roars.
No. It's the inside is the same house from Hocus Pocus. And I feel like
I've never seen that.
Idiot. I feel like there's another. It's the same interior from another flick too. I can't think of it, but let us know in the comments if you know. But I am pretty sure Hocus Pocus.
I think that sounds right, and it probably is one of those pieces of I was like, who cares?
Go ahead.
But yeah, you got her. You got Rebecca. Was it Gayheart? Was that her name? She was in like all the Nexima commercials and an Urban Legend, I think.
Oh,
yeah. Real pretty.
Yeah.
Nice hair. And I can't read this because it is so freaking... Oh, Laurie Metcalf.
Of course.
Jerry O'Connell. I think I'm forgetting all the...
Jerry O'Connell.
Hold on. Yeah, they're not...
The scene in the lunch hall or whatever.
Oh, I think I love you. It was so great because apparently that poor guy can't sing, and that was like legitimate.
Oh,
so he had to do it.
Though.
I think they did it like a one take. Oh, it's great. It's wonderful. So yeah, and the other thing is what I like about the Scream movies is that when they go horror, it goes horror. Like, and that scene in the car. That scene in the car where they have to crawl across. That is so great. Such great suspense. But there's a moment, and I think this is why some horror fans will bitch about Scream.
Shit, what's his that played her theater professor?
I forget David Warner.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the other great. That's why God, I miss Wes Craven. His college professorness of it all, like working Cassandra and like that whole aspect, that feels very like him. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But it works.
Oh, 100%.
It works. It adds something to her character.
I would pay to see that play.
Oh, can't believe I freaking forgot. Cotton Weary. Liev Schreiber. Liev Schreiber. That's who I legit thought.
And that's the thing. Like we didn't get any of him in part 1 other than just
other some video. Yep. That's it. So anyway, point is, Scream 2, it's a 5 taper for me. Now, if I'm rating it on a scale of 10, I say Scream 1 is a 10, and it's like a 9, 9.5, depending on my mood. So it's like a 4.5 taper.
That's the thing. I got to go 4.5 because if you call the original a 5,
it's a 4.5.
You got to show respect.
Yeah, so but Scream 2 is, I love it. I could just, those two movies.
As horror, if we're just talking horror sequels,
it's a 5.
It's a 5. So great horror sequel.
Yes, but compared to the original, I would say 4.5.
Yep.
Definitely worth owning and watching, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, that's it. So let us know in the comments below, Scream 1 and 2, what are your general feelings?
Yeah.
Are you a fan of 2? What do you like about it? What you don't like about it, et cetera, et cetera. Let us know. And in the meantime, remember, Mom and Pops, our love of...
Cocoon. I mean, yes, but I'm messing with you. Urban Legend. I'm a fan of Urban Legend, and that's more horror on a college campus.
And Rebecca Gayhart's in it, I think.
Right.
Yes. Never stops.
Mom and Pop's